All right, let's go back for you to our top story. TICAD 6, the curtains falling down on that conference today. Our Joy Doreen Biira has been covering the same for us. And of course, there's been a lot of talk around the benefits that Kenya stands to accrue from this conference. She now joins us live from our City Center studio to give us the finer details of what exactly those benefits look like. Joy, thank you for joining us. A good evening to you. So tell us, what exactly does this benefit the ordinary Mwananchi?
Well, to quantify TICAD, that has happened for, I guess, the past 2 days mainly, but we've been having side events as well for about 2-3 days. You can't exactly see the direct impact on Kenya's Mwananchi, but along the way, in the long term, you'll be able to see some of the benefits because currently what we have seen is that Japan's investment in Kenya specifically has been around the port of Mombasa in its expansion, as well as the health sector, education programs. As you know, the Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology was built by Japan, and that in itself, you can say, is where you can see the direct impact of Japan. And we've also seen all infrastructure development and support from the government of Japan. But also when you look at balance of trade, I don't think we have seen much of that balance of trade, say for a country like Kenya and Japan. Kenya's imports from Japan totaled about $363.5 million against our exports of about $28 million to Japan. So you can see that there is a great imbalance when it comes to trade between the two countries. But then again, to answer your question about the direct impact of the Mwananchi on TICAD, from the conference, you can almost say that maybe it's going to trickle down to the players in the tourism industry and also the taxi businesses that we have seen in the Nairobi CBD for the past 5 days. But then again, I think we are going to feel the impact as days go by. But today at the close of the TICAD, we did have a closing conference where President Uhuru Kenyatta and the Japan Prime Minister Shinzo Abe were able to come together and, tell us exactly how Kenya is going to benefit. Some of the benefits included 10 billion shillings that is going towards the support of health systems as Japan seeks to help Kenya achieve universal health coverage. Let's take a look at some of the remarks from President Uhuru Kenyatta.
I take this opportunity to thank Prime Minister Abe for him extending a grant of 1 billion yen, approximately 10 billion Kenya shillings, for economic and social development, including building food security and sustainable agriculture, as well as strengthening our health systems. We signed an important document, which is the promotion and protection of investments, which we expect will spur Japanese private sector investments in Kenya. Indeed, present during our discussions this evening were some Japanese chief executive officers who are but a representation of the very many who attended the TICAD 6 conference.
All right, Sophia, and those are some of the remarks right there from President Uhuru Kenyatta, who did close the TICAD, and of course we did have the closing conference at State House later today in the evening. And also one thing to note is that Kenyan companies seem to have benefited quite a bit from the 73 total memorandums of understanding with the rest of Africa. I think there were about 20 of them, or more than 20, that were signed between Kenyan companies and Japanese companies, as well as the government-to-government signings as well. And that is something that we cannot take for granted. This being the first time that the TICAD conference is coming to Africa, I think it's a historic moment for Kenya to see that we had all these heads of state. Not, of course, to underestimate the fact that, yes, there were challenges with trying to help the ordinary Mwananchi understand what TICAD is all about. But we have seen a number of Japanese companies in Kenya as well. You can talk about Toyota, you can talk about Honda, and you can also talk about Nissan that have played a key role, and they have local car or vehicle assembling plants in Kenya today that do offer a number of jobs to Kenyans in the country today. So those are among some of the benefits that one can quickly point out by the finger and say, you know, these are some of the benefits. But also in health, you can't underestimate the role that Japan is playing in supporting Kenya's health. Sophia.
All right, thank you so much, Joy Doreen Biira, breaking down for us the achievements for Kenya from the TICAD 6, the first time that conference has been held outside of Japan.